this, y'all. I so red, I can't see what's red. Roll me up a blunt, dog.
Alright, and welcome back to... Yeah, no, I ain't doing that, guys. But we do have the Season 8 Mayhem patch notes. So let's get ready, let's do it. There's going to be the changes coming up for the Season 8 that's about to hit. The new hero fuse, the new weapon, the 30-30. The map changes, the hero changes, everything changes. Should be pretty cool, let's get into it. So it's going to drop it's going to drop on February the 2nd at 10 AM PT. If you're from Melbourne, Australia, where I am. I think that's about 5 AM. It's nice and early for us, it's going to be good. Dev stream, you guys can watch that there, 30 minutes, blah, blah, blah. New hero, Fuse! So what have we got for Fuse? The passive Grenadier. So you can stack 2 grenades in your inventory slot, per inventory slot, just like it used to be back when the game originally came out. Fire grenades further, faster, and more accurately. More accurately is going to be interesting. I guess the line that goes off them is going to be more accurate somehow. That'll be interesting. But faster and further, really super strong. 2 grenades instead of 1, super strong, especially with the new edition of Hero Horizon. Being able to have more grenades to stack with that and her ult is going to be nuts. Grenades are some of the strongest thing in the game in general to start with. Whether you're moving people out of position, doing damage, or making people go where you want to be, they're nuts. So, yeah, I'm going to be honest, I'm not looking too forward to the extra grenades, but we'll see how it goes. Tactical, the Knuckle Cluster. Launch a cluster bomb that continuously expels airburst explosions on impact. So it's more spam. The Ultimate, the Motherlode. Launch a bombardment that encircles the target area wall of flames. It's like really strong. It's going to be interesting though. How this strong this is going to largely depend on how much damage they do. But at the moment, it looks more like a zoning ult, a bit like what Bangers used to be before I got the damage buff recently. The one thing that I have noticed about this from watching like little snippets here and there is how fast it happens. Like Gibraltar's ult, Bang's ult, takes a decent amount of time for it to come down once it's been, I don't know, used. With his, it seems to be like almost half the time like Gibraltar's ult, for example. It looks super fast. So that does worry me a little bit, but we'll see how it plays out. The new gun, the 30-30 repeater. Heavy ammo, as we all expected, leave around. Let's have a look. It's a benchmark reliability distinguished with wide zone sandstorms, temporary invincibility. Okay, so discipline trigger finger, the 30 repeater requires requires you to rechamber your rounds between shots, which bring a methodic rhythm to the rifle, blah blah blah. Yep. So it tells damage impacts here or anything like that. So you can charge it up, players the opportunity to deal increased damage with each shot at the cost of a short build-up. We saw this in the trailer, and it looks like the build-up is tiny for the increased damage. That's going to be interesting how to use. Although I'm going to assume that your movement speed while doing that will be basically decreased to 0, just like with the triple take. It reloads 1 round at a time. Okay, so it's a slow reloader, which makes for some interesting resource management. Yep. On the Mastiff? Okay, you won't even find luck on the Mastiff. Okay, so maybe it reloads even slower than the Mastiff. That'll be interesting. Definitely going to have to have another primary gun with it then. You're not going to be able to run like something else that takes a while in between shots. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to see how it goes. They say it's going to be damage-wise in between a scout and a longbow as well, same with fire rate. It's probably going to push the longbow completely out of use, I'd say, depending on what scope you can put on it. Lever action rifle? I'm going to assume you can probably still only put a 2 to 4 on it, because it's a rifle. You won't be able to put anything higher. I think it's going to largely push the longbow out of play at all. Sentinel will still be used because it's charge up. But this still could be used quite a lot. It depends how it is compared to the scout. But the charge up, really interesting. Could be cool. There's the new map and the changes. So we've got new changes going on. What do we got? The new map, the pinpoint of interest shows the devastation from the ship crashing into the map. Players can now explore beyond artillery, spotted lakes, takes over the slums, and some new observation towers for the basic recon of a sniper's nest. We already saw that in one of the past updates. There's lots of changes everywhere. Big changes here. All of slums completely gone, remastered. Big new open space you can walk through behind artillery, up into there. We even saw below this watchtower in a recent, I think a leak even, that the houses down just here have been completely removed and taken out of the game, which will be interesting. And they're just taken over by like one of these buildings. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Legendary mags. So they're bringing in gold heavy mags. What is gold magazines in general, I think. Attachment to weapon automatically reloads your weapon when stowed weapons after a brief delay. So that means that when you use all your bullets in your current gun or any bullets at all, and then you put it away, it'll reload it for you in your inventory, just like happens when you encrypt those drone. Has the same capacity of purple mag, and is available for light, heavy, snipers, and energy. So it's available for all guns, minus shotguns, of course, because they don't have extended mags. And we'll just reload it for you. So it's not too much of a buff, it's not too much of a big thing. Seems like a little gimmicky thing to add, to be honest. I don't think it's super game changing or super amazing. The only thing might be gimmicky that you can do with it is like spray a whole devotion clip. I mean, not spray a whole devotion clip, spray a whole Spitfire clip, put your Spitfire away, it auto reloads, spray another Spitfire, and keep doing switch back, switch back. But other than that, I don't really see too much point to it. It's nice, but not game changing. So quality of life, quality of life updates. Damage counter. They've added the damage counter that everyone's talking about. It was a highly requested feature, so we're excited to allow people to easier track the chasing those badges and challenges. Interesting. I can see the goods and bads. The goods, you can see when you're close to your badges, so you can try and get them. But I see the bad as well. I'm worried it's going to make people play the game slower and play the game safer and differently when they know they're closer to their badges, or they're going to go into games trying to get their badges, and that worries me a bit. It means people are going to be playing weirdly and slower and not like in a fun way, but we'll see how it plays out. Pinging ammo. Pinging weapons or ammo in your inventory displays your current ammo count, along with the player's wants in ammo quick chat. That's good. That's good for all my little Octane mains that I play with that are hoarding 17,000 light ammo for their 2 light guns, still asking for more, so I can see how much they have when they ping it. I like that change, I like that. Healing and reviving will now follow colorblind rules when colorblind sayings are enabled. Okay, that's a cool little quality of life. Nothing too special though. Lore blurbs and canon skins. Some of the skins are canon, some of them are just for fun. It's an important part of the character's backstory. We added the small blurb. Okay, nothing too extensive, but kind of cool for the lore buffs. I like it. Legend meta Wraith hitbox adjustments. So it just looks like the hitbox has been made slightly bigger. Not much bigger, but slightly bigger. You can see it in the waist, largely. The waist and the arms up here, largely. Even the head, actually. It's quite a lot bigger. She's made it a lot bigger. So, Wraith is a popular pick to counter utility in a kit. After many tweaks and abilities or animations, the final window has been here since day 1, Season 7. Wraith will now have a slightly larger hitbox that follows her more in line with smaller legends, but the changes stay tuned to her model. As you can see in the before and after comparison, we're adding some width mostly to her torso and legs area. Okay, so I think a lot of people were worried about this. It was going to be a huge change. It doesn't look like the biggest change. The headshots on her maybe a bit bigger, but honestly, as a non-Wraith player, I'm not going to complain. We'll see how it plays out, but I think it's okay. I think it's fine. She'll still remain small and hard to hit. She will retain low profile, as mentioned, the usage and the rates of... Okay, cool. That's fine. Rampart. Okay, can they bring Rampart into meta and make her useful? Sheila angle increase from 120 to 180. It's a nice change. It's a nice change. Makes that turret much more deadly. Much more deadly. You don't have those little guys sitting on the side mastiffing you now because you can't reach them with your turret sitting there helplessly. World health and build phase increased from 1 HP to 45. Okay, that's good. I'm glad they kept it at 45 because it means it's still 1 wingman shot, but it means it's like 2 or 3 bullets for an R3 now. 4 bullets even. Sniper rounds still pierce through. Okay, I didn't even know sniper rounds pierce through. I mean, it makes sense because they, collateral through people anyway. Rampart has remained at the bottom of Celestial Mastery since its release. Okay, that all makes sense. Horizon! Alright, please no Horizon, please. Gravity list. Effective cooldown increased from 21 seconds to 25. Good, needed. The 15-second cooldown time will now start when the gravity lift disappears. Okay, it's good enough as well. So gravity lift can take a lot longer. Okay. So 4 seconds longer, technically. That's good. Octanes! Ooh, what do we got for our Octane mains out here? Launchpad remastered. Many players have known about Octane's super jump that was possible with a well-timed jump while hitting the pad. Yep, if you used to hit the pad and jump at the same time, you could go further. Very true. Once the double jump option was introduced, there was an input clash that led to unreliable usage. I did notice that myself. We decided to add some launch options that better define the old super jump. Hitting the pad from a standing position will launch players across a higher arc. From a crouch position, players will launch along a lower arc, meaning they'll fly lower to the horizontal direction. Okay, so you can go onto the pad in different ways. Crouched or standing up, and it will depend how you go across it. I saw something like that on Reddit a long time ago. Looks super cool, could be interesting. I don't know if they should have done it from crouched and standing. I feel like walking and running would have been better to do it. But I guess you can slide and that'll count as crouched. That makes sense. No, it's okay. I like that. Crypto! Remove the ability to stick arc stars to friendly drones. That's sad. I had a lot of fun with my boy, some of my boys sticking drones and running them at people back in the day. That's kind of sad. I like that a lot. Loba, loot inside unopened care packages is now viable with Eye of Quality and accessible through the black market boutique. Interesting. That's a big buff, honestly. That's a huge buff. Loba can now loot like Krabers and gold armors and whatnot. That's big. That's honestly big. Caustic. All gas now disappears as soon as Caustic's team is eliminated. I'm calling it right here, right now. Quote me on it. This will still be a bug somehow in the game. Apparently, chat, this was not actually a feature that was meant to be in the game, but a bug for the past 8 seasons or 7 seasons. So we'll see how that goes. Mirage. Mirage decoy footstep sounds. Wait. This was meant to happen last patch, I swear, but just never did. But it's good. Needed. Big buff from Mirage. Huge. Mistakenly mentioned Fire Knight. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That's good. Mirage main needed. Weapon meta. Fully kitted rotation. Oh, wait. Fully kitted rotation. Remove Wingman, Sentinel, Havoc. G7 alternator added. R301, 30-30 repeater. Mozambique. Ooh, fully kitted Mozambique. A bit of hammers. Ooh, I like that. Longbow, DMR, and Spitfire. They're going to have a 2-1 on the R301. It's going to be annoying. Repeater. Probably going to have a 2-4. Mozambique. Hopefully they have a Digithread on it, not like a 1-2 or something. Longbow should have a 4-8 or there's something wrong, or a 6x10, 4x10, whatever it is. Spitfire should have a 2 or 3 times, but we'll probably have a 1x2 on it. I wonder if they have gold mags on it. They should in theory. That's pretty cool. Oh, we're removing the gold barrel from the loot pool. Okay, so with the new mag coming in, they're removing the gold barrel. I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. Gold barrel didn't do too much. It only did a few % extra reduction of recoil compared to the compared to the purple barrel anyway. Hop ups. The double tap hop up will be removed from the loot pool. Kind of sad. I liked it on the Evo. Does that mean it'll be on the Evo instantly when you start, or does the Evo just not have one anymore? I feel like the Evo was only really viable to use largely if you had a double tap. It was really good with a double tap, so that's going to be interesting. I wonder if the Evo starts with a double tap or it's just gone completely. The Anvil rounds hop up will be added into the loot pool. That's cool. I missed Anvil rounds. I know a lot of people say they do miss it. It used to be so fun on the flatline back in the day. So I'm glad that bad boy's back. Bullet damage increased from 6... or decreased. Oh, thank God, I read increase there and I was so worried, chat. Holy moly. Bullet damage decreased from 16 to 15. That's good. I don't know if it's a big enough nerf, but Vol definitely needed a nerf, so that's good. Alternator. Ooh, that's interesting. I like this, because Alternator's a fun gun to use. Really underrated gun in my opinion. Especially a good gun to start with. Bullet damage increased from 15 to 16. This could bring this into a lot more play. I'm keen to see how that plays out. Spit to fire. Bullet damage increased from 18 to 19. Oh no. Reload speed increased from 2.8 seconds. Reload speed increased from 2.8 seconds to 3.2 seconds. Okay, so it's increased. Slower to reload, not a big deal. Empty reload speed increased as well. I didn't know they had different speed increases depending if the gun was empty or not. That's cool. I don't like the bullet damage increase. I don't think it needed. I honestly thought the Spitfire was in a pretty good spot. I find that weird, but we'll see how it plays out. Fire rate increased from 2.0 to 2.1 on the EVA 8. So it fires faster. Needed it. It's a pretty underwhelming gun. Okay, we'll see how that plays out. I don't think the EVA 8 is going to be that good though still. Bug fixes. Sonar abilities no longer picking up Caustic's highlight vision. Okay. That was just the bug that was in the game. Loba fixed a few exploits on Kings Canyon. Loba was unable to reach via her bracelet. That's still an issue. Calling it still will be an issue. Rampart. Jump pads in Octane's tower takeover no longer allow Rampart to place Sheila on them. She could place them on jump pads. God damn, I didn't even know about that one. Fixed an issue with Rampart's passive, persisting even after changing characters in firing range. Okay, fair enough. Havoc. Fixed an issue causing the Havoc to have 100% accuracy while hip fired through Rampart's amped cover. I did hear about that. It's insane. Wish I'd known. Could have been fun. Peacekeeper. Fixed a POV issue that occurred when using Horizon's abilities, then immediately going into ADS with the Peacekeeper. Fair enough. Just a small one. Clubs. God, I wish these were more good. Re-enabled ability to invite friends from the clubs list. Fixed an issue causing some users who have opted out of the last squad invites to not appear in the club timelines. Failing to connect the club to database no longer leads to misleading kick from clubs message. Players will no longer be kicked. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I feel like clubs could be doing so much better. There should be a leaderboard system for them. There should be actual challenges for the clubs. You should be able to compare your clubs against other clubs. You should be able to challenge them to who can get the most wins or kills in a week or something. There needs to be so much more done with clubs. I'm so sad that they're so, I don't know, underdeveloped and underused. It sucks a lot. I had high hopes for these and they're just there. It's just a way to have been the same. It's literally just a way to have the same clan tag as your friend. That's all it does. It sucks. Okay, miscellaneous. Fixed an issue with crowds not cheering in Pathfinder's Town Takeover. Please tell me they fixed the fucking audio in Town Takeover. Some heirlooms from appearing in the shop. That's good. I had a lot of people complaining recently they couldn't get Pathfinders. Or Bloodhounds, I think, is out of there at the moment. Fixed an issue allowing Thermites to deal damage through certain walls in Olympus. Fair enough. I'm still worried about Town Takeover still being no audio on this place whatsoever. Low-key thought they would have fixed that. Kind of sad they didn't. Alright, well that looks like that is all of the changes coming up for the current season. Not keen for the Spitfire change. Alternate change is going to be really good. I'm keen for it. Volt needed the buff. It's cool. Double tap Gorm for the Eva is a big nerf. The Eva, even with the fire rate increase. So we'll see how that plays out. I am extremely keen for the fully kitted Mozambique. Let's go, boys. What else we got? I think that was about it, really. Horizon nerf, very needed. Nice little buff to Octane's jump pad. Could be cool. Wraith nerf. That's about it. Pinging ammo, it's kind of cool. But yeah, chat. Thank you guys all for watching. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Yeah, see you on the battlefield, boys. Catch.
I could live life on my own, girl.